In 2010, Julia Gillard needed votes to become prime minister. She didn't have enough seats. So she made a deal with an independent MP named Andrew Wilkie. Wilkie wanted one thing. He wanted to help problem gamblers. Pokey machines, what some call poker machines or slot machines, were draining people's lives. Whole paychecks, mortgages, marriages. Wilkie asked for a simple rule. Before you play, you set a limit. The machine locks you out once you hit it. It's called pre-commitment. Experts said it would work. The government's own advisors recommended it. Gillard agreed, in writing. She promised it would be law by the end of 2014. For families who'd watched a parent or partner lose everything to a pokey machine, this was the first real hope in decades. Labor, the party that says it stands for working people, for the vulnerable, for the ones the system forgets, was finally going to act. This is the story of what happened to that promise. It's not really a story about poker machines. It's a story about what your vote is actually worth once the money shows up. Here's why the clubs panicked. Pokey machines make their owners over $11 billion a year in Australia. In New South Wales alone, more than $5 billion. Half of Australia's poker machines sit in NSW. Most of those are inside clubs, or your local RSL, your local leagues club. If people had to set a limit before they played, the industry knew exactly what would happen. Less impulse gambling, less money lost by people who couldn't stop, less revenue for the clubs. So Clubs Australia, the body representing those clubs, declared war. They ran a campaign called Won't Work, Will Hurt. They mailed warnings into 18 marginal seats in New South Wales. Every Labour seat in Queensland got the same treatment. They put up billboards naming local MPs by name, asking why that MP wouldn't stand up for the community, as if protecting gambling profits was standing up for anyone. As if protecting gambling profits was standing up for anyone. They made staff wear t-shirts asking, "Who voted to put me out of work?" This wasn't grassroots anger. This was a funded, organized, professional campaign built to make politicians afraid of losing their seats. And it worked exactly the way it was designed to. While the public campaign ran, something quieter happened behind it. Clubs NSW declared an extra $3.4 million in spending across 2010 and 2012 just on this fight. Nearly $3 million of that went straight into broadcasting. Ads on your TV telling you reform would hurt your community. At the same time, donations started flowing, not just to political parties, but to individual politicians. Before 2010, Clubs NSW gave money to the parties as a whole. After the Pokies fight started, the money got personal, specific MPs, specific campaigns. This is how influence actually works in Australia. It's rarely a brown paper bag. It's donations, ad spending, and relationships, all legal, all declared, all designed to make a politician think twice before crossing a powerful industry. Julia Gillard had made a written promise to Andrew Wilkie and to every family hurt by problem gambling. The Pokies industry made sure that promise would cost her government more than it was worth. In early 2012, less than 2 years after signing the deal, Gillard walked away from it. The reform was gutted to almost nothing. You'd think that was the end of it. It wasn't. In 2013, Tony Abbott's coalition won government. The new Minister for Social Services, responsible for gambling policy, was a man named Kevin Andrews. Before the election, Andrews had personally fronted the coalition's gambling policy in a promotional video. He was introduced in that video by the chief executive of Clubs NSW himself, and Andrews' own electorate club, known as the 200 Club, had received donations from Clubs NSW. Once Andrews became minister, he didn't wait. Within 2 months of the coalition winning power, he repealed even Gillard's watered-down Pokies reforms. Gone completely. 2 different parties, 2 different leaders, one result. The Pokies industry got exactly what it paid for, no matter who Australians voted for. Think about what that means. It didn't matter if you voted Labour because you believed they'd protect vulnerable people. It didn't matter if you voted Liberal because you believed in good government. The result was identical either way, because the decision was never really being made in the ballot box. It was being made by whoever could fund the loudest campaign and reach the right people in both parties. That's not democracy working slowly. That's democracy being quietly overridden by money that most Australians never see and were never meant to see. So who lost? Problem gamblers lost. The pre-commitment system that experts said would actually work. Gone, before it ever had a real chance. Families lost. Every household that watched someone they loved disappear into a pokey machine got told in effect that their suffering was less important than club revenue. And every Labour voter who believed their party existed to protect people like that, they lost something too. Not money, trust, the kind of trust you can't easily get back once you've seen how it actually works. Here's the hardest part. This wasn't illegal. Every donation was declared. Every dollar of ad spend was legal. The system worked exactly as it was built to work. And that's the real scandal. Not a crime, a design. Not a crime, a design. If you voted Labor your whole life because you believed they'd stand up for the vulnerable, ask yourself honestly what that vote actually bought you, the moment a powerful donor turned up with money on the table. This isn't about left or right, it's about whether your vote means anything once the cameras are off and the checks are written. Next time, we follow the same trail through the other side of politics, and you'll see the pattern repeat almost exactly. Almost exactly, with a different industry and different donors. Same game, same result, different colors. YouTube and X at Let's Keep It Real 2026. Join the conversation and share this story to help keep it real. We need your voice. Together, we can shine a light on the truth.